From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's Japan taking on North Carolina. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. So just about set now, and towing the slab in this one, Paul Skeens. What's the scouting report on him?
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Now it's the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. And that misses. So we're underway in Game 1 of the World Series.
First pitch, 7:05.
And that one fouled off. High fly ball out into left center field. Witt makes the catch, and there's one gone. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Ramirez went deep twice in his last game. Ball one there. Ramirez, a former All-Star, batting second in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. In the air, left field, Schwarber in pursuit. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool? And that is the third out of the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starting pitcher in this one, Christopher Sanchez. What do we have on him?
Got the win in his last start, gave up 1 hit as he pitched deep into the ball game. That was clearly a quality start. We'll see if he's got another one in him this time.
This is Bryce Turang. So far the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I've worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Singy, there's some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series, that's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there. There can be some luck involved, so you just got to shake it off, go out there, know that this is a rare opportunity, and just play your best.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That one missing inside. Witt with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. They got it for out number 2. Take a look at the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Aaron Judge, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Judge with a homer in his last game. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Now a jump throw, and very nicely done for the out. We played an inning, no score. Game 1 of the World Series. Here's Juan Soto. Skeens back to work. As we kick off the World Series, it is hard not to think about Kirk Gibson's incredible walk-off homer against Dennis Eckersley in Game 1 back in 1988. An iconic moment in baseball history.
A lot of great Game 1 moments, Boog. Alex Gordon's game-tying homer for the Royals in the bottom of the 9th in 2015 really sticks out for me. They went on to win that game in 14 innings.
Backed off the plate that time. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, that gives them a runner, and maybe they can turn it into something more. With nobody out, a lot of things can happen here in this inning.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. That misses, and it's 1-0. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Nobody out, runner at first. That's too low. And the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Fernando.
First and second. No outs. And now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. that one to triple digits. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson, the Sunbird, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
That's in there. Now 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. It's going to fall for a hit. Here comes the throw. Save! In comes the run from second. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in Game 1 of the World Series. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And now one away. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ripped, but it curls foul. First and third, one down. And delivers outside. Pitch misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Judge makes the catch. Runner tags for home. He scores on the sac fly, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
So digging in, Yainer Diaz. Right through there for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Just missed.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And a ball evens the count. Skeens checks the runner. Tatis dives back in. On the ground right side to first. That's out number 3. But 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Japan have the advantage 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Cal Raleigh. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that. Speaking of dingers, he's the second fastest to 50 home runs in Seattle history. Only A-Rod needed fewer games.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He hit the ball so well right there, and I really thought it was going to carry out of here, but that's definitely the big part of the yard, and you just really have to get a hold of one to drive it out in that part of the ballpark. But you can't be mad about driving one off the wall.
Here's Byron Buxton. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Raleigh at second with nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. Man at second. Softly hit to third. Ramirez fires over to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Kyle.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. Outside low, ball 1. And another ball. That one misses, and that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Batting 7, the
First and
baseman,
second, 1 out. So here is Bryce Harper. Ball 1 low.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Bryce swings and drives one deep to right. That's well hit, and it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. He nails one out to right, and they tack on 3. It's 3-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Now it's Alex Bregman. And first offering is fouled off. That's in there. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
Well, this can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Trout would reach 400 career homers with 1 more long ball. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, let me say when he hits number 400, that's really special. Not even 70 players in MLB history have done it. Al Kaline didn't. Neither did Joe DiMaggio, Larry Walker, Jim Rice, Orlando Cepeda, or Tony Perez. And all of those guys are Hall of Fame sluggers.
He goes down looking. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. New inning getting started. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Gets the outside corner with that one. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a ball popped up. Witt makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Fly to left his first time. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's got it, and that quickly 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now grounded out his first time. Right through there for a strike.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just to swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And that one misses up and in. Now 1-2. That's inside.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Turang. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Well, these players doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boo. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
The other way, Ramirez whips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Bobby Witt Jr. now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And that's off the outside edge, and it's 2-0. One out, base is empty. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And down on strikes. That K is his third of the game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And Judge spoils that one.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. That one missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. So he goes yard to left. And they add to the lead. It's 4-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 outs. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So up next, Byron Buxton grounded out his first time. And that drops in for a strike. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And that one in the air center field. Rodriguez right there to make the grab. And that's the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 4-2. On to the fourth. And now the DH, Juan Soto.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game one. This energy is going to keep building with every out. Well, these guys showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Here's Ketel Marte. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
There's the strike. Soto on at first, nobody out. And there's a ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Stops it on a slide. There's one. And they turn to double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And first offering is fouled off. Tatis, multi-time All-Star, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. 2 down, nobody on, here in Game 1 of the World Series. Hit on the ground to short. Witt gets it to first, and they take care of Tatis for the out. That's the third out. And we're back. Here comes Schwartz to the plate.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
That one ripped. Way back there. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. And they add on. It's 5-2.
That's some Schwarber power for you right there. Oh, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. He was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here comes Bryce Harper. That one finds the zone. 0-1. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Tatis going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now it's Alex Bregman, flied to right his first time. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Randy Rodriguez preparing to come on if needed. Doval, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul straight back. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. He's hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Two down, bases empty. Mike Trout will hit next. First pitch, and he just misses. Trout with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A rope into right, and that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So the lineup flips over. And now Bryce Turang, 0 for 2 in this one. And diving back is Trout. Trout on the move, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, out at second. That ends the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 5-2. This is the World Series on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Laureano.
Skeens back to work. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Strikes him out with 101.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Digging in, Julio Rodriguez. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The next pitch misses, and 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one fouled off, 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch is outside. Slice to right. Judge makes the grab for the second out.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
2 outs, base is empty. Yainer Diaz digs in now. Grounded out his first time up. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And that is out of play. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Game 1 of the World Series. And now it's going to be Bryce Turang. And a base hit up the middle. And a good start to the inning.
So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Christopher Sanchez won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
Randy Rodriguez comes on now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Stepping in, Bobby Witt Jr.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt. Turang aboard here at first with nobody out. There's a strike.
You know, this group of hitters really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Got it. One away.
Now batting.
It's Aaron Judge now. He's already homered in this game.
Judge.
And the first offering is not close. Man at first, one away.
No strike.
Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Here's a 3-0. And there's the automatic.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Judge waits. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. As a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Here's the power-hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Inside, and it's 1-0. Rodriguez over to first. Two balls, no strikes to count.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Here's a 2-0. That catches the corner. And now it's filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Byron Buxton up next. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here at Lone Depot Park, top of the 6th inning. Now it's going to be Elly De La Cruz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Gets him to chase after that one.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Bregman to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez. First pitch misses. Next offering is fouled back. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The batter, the first baseman, Vladimir
So
Guerrero
digging in, Vladimir
Jr.
Guerrero Jr. has grounded out a couple of times. Just missed. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Slings to first, and Guerrero is set down. And that is that. Nothing across here this half to the bottom of the 6th inning. The All-Stars lead it 5-2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Byron Buxton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, left fielder,
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's already homered here in this one. Off the plate inside, 1-0. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
The first base.
So Harper stands in, and he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ball game.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the 2nd. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Here in Game 1 of the World Series.
That's ball 2.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3. Alex Bregman waiting for a turn at the plate. And that one fouled off. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Josh Hader gets the ball now.
Now pitching. Josh Hader.
Juan Soto now.
Leading off for the All-Stars, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Foul ball there.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
And that one wrapped foul. Here's the 0-2. And ball 1.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike if he swings or not.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Hader, in his 9th season, he features a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Mason Miller getting loose out there. Williams warming up as well. That one drifts inside. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 1. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. That one outside, and it's 3-2. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Tatis, the next to hit, takes outside. 2 outs, base is empty. That one fouled off. And that misses. 2-1. Right side. And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Josh Hader will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
The new pitcher in the game, Mason Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Laureano comes up to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one at triple digits. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. Miller. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Camilo Doval.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Alex Bregman.
For North Carolina, the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Pulls that one foul. And the 0-1. And it's fouled away. And the 0-2. That smash towards center. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Trout, 1 for 2. Not close with that one, and that is ball 1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2-0.
That one misses. 3-0.
3 balls, no strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Pitch is in there. 3-2 down.
They must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away
Now
with some
back,
good
second
action at
baseman.
the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Smoked on the ground to second. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, The shortstop, Bobby.
So
Witt
2 down now,
Jr.
and here is Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Late swing fouled off. Bregman on third with 2 out. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Next pitch misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball, that's outside.
Fastball is outside. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all
Now
over
back.
that one.
Pepper.
Just kept it simple.
Yainer
Played Pepper with the
Diaz.
middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. And a strike, Miller. An all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The 0-1. And that's outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Rodriguez headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad
Now
read
back.
and
The
terrible
catcher,
timing for that to
Ellie
happen. That's a
De La
play you
Cruz.
just want to forget about.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. In the dirt, but kept close. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. Tying run at the plate. That one pulled foul. To the right side, and it goes just foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. With the tying run at the plate here in Game 1 of the World Series. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Registers the punch out and hits 101. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. outside.
Nope. Outside.
And that's ball one. The tying run at the plate. Touches the corner at 100.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
In plenty of time to first, and Ramirez is set down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Mason Miller done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, David Bednar.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So up next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that's outside. Just missed.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
2-0. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. And fouled off. Here's a 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that's a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fastball is outside.
That's a really good take.
Juan Soto waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
3-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man on second, 2 down. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And we're starting over. It's 5-5. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And now it's Juan Soto. That's in there. That's strike one.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Popped up. Turang. And that is that. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. All even at 5 apiece. Back here in Miami, now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Doval back to work. And Judge spoils that one. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. This guy with light tower power. Inside, just missed. And a 1-0. And strike one to the catcher.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Slider clips the zone.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
That one inside. Look out. Two now. Tranquilo Camilo notches the K.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a groundout. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Two outs. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Runner at first with 2 away. Now a chance for Kyle Schwarber. Check on the runner. Buxton back in there. First pitch just misses. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
We got 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And it remains 2-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
That one the other way. Fair ball. Buxton headed for third. Coming home. He scores and they have the lead. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Camilo Doval departs, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Abner Uribe taking over on the mound.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Here's Bryce Harper. In for a strike. 0-1. Two outs and one in scoring position. Next offering is fouled back. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Schwarber stands at second with two gone. Ball one there.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one lifted to left. Right there is Laureano. Makes the catch. And that's the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Devin Williams.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Marte in the box now. Takes strike one. That's off the inside corner. Going to count 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air, left field, down the line. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One up, one down. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Tatis stands in here, takes ball one low. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Garrett Whitlock getting ready to go. Next offering is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the
2
dirt.
balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Laureano in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. A 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that is the ball game.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, the crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
6-5 the final here today. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.